Hi Aldersgate family, Kate and Roger Ingall here this week to bring you your weekly devotional. This week's devotional was inspired by a song request that Roger got from Jean Harris. The song that she requested is called Weave Us Together by Rosemary Crow. And the idea of the song is that we were all different, we are diverse, we are different colors, we are different people, but with God's love, we are woven together in unity and love. We struggled a little bit finding a scripture that talked about diversity and bringing people together, but we did settle on one that we liked from Colossians that talks about unity and love. So this is Colossians 3, 13 through 15 from the New International Version Bible. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. So, as soon as I heard Roger singing the song, I thought of a project that I have done with my second graders for the last 4 or 5 years. And it happens to be a weaving project where you weave together many different textures and colors of yarn. And so I wanted to bring that to you and share that with you as something that you might want to do in a moment when you just want to sit and have your hands be busy and your mind be calm, or your hands busy and your mind active and thinking. Either way, you can do it. And it doesn't require you going to the store. Most of the things you will probably find lying around your house. For example, I discovered that I had a large bag of yarn scraps. Great! So I have lots and lots of different textures and colors of yarn in here. If you don't have that, I can tell you, if you go on your local next door website and ask for yarn, you'll get a lot. The other thing that you need is old CDs. So we happen to have this CD holder, and it has some old music CDs that don't work anymore. They have scratches and whatnot in them. So you need some CDs, or a CD, depends on how many you want to do. And you need to salvage a plastic lid from a yogurt or sour cream container or something like that to make a weaving needle. I'm sure it has a different name, but I'll show you what I mean. So I've already cut a needle out of this lid, and it just looks like this. It just needs to have some kind of a point so it can go under the yarn. And I folded it and snipped out a section so I could put my yarn in there and tie a knot. So here is a finished version that I did that I might set up for a little one, a little person to do. This only has 9 loops around it, so it's not that much to keep track of. The key when you make these is you need an uneven number of loops. If you have an even number, it's not going to be a weaving. It's not going to look very good. So make sure you have an uneven number. The fewer loops you have, the bigger and looser your weaving is going to be. So this one is really thick and squishy. It's very soft as well. Some other things you can do with it: you can leave bits of string hanging off. You can tie things to it. If you have interesting sticks or feathers or beads or bangles of any kind, you can tie those onto it and have it hanging off as well. And I just left a loop at the top so I could hang it on the wall or in a window. So I wanted to show you a little bit more advanced version of that. So I have another CD here, and I'm choosing to leave the shiny side open because I'm going to hang this one from a tree as a reflector to scare birds away. But you'll see that I have many more loops on this one than I have on this one. So I actually have 19 on this one. So you just tie a knot, go in and out until you have the number of loops that you want, and then tie whatever yarn you want to start with, and you just go through the hole right here and then start going over, under every other one. If you do more loops like I've done on this, you're going to have a tighter, finer weave than if you do fewer loops. So again, lots of things you can do with this. You can make a long chain of these and have some sort of a wind art, hang it up outside so it moves in the wind, hang it from a tree to scare birds, hang it on a wall, lots of different things you can do. I was listening to a book on audio when I made this one, so it was something that I could do with my hands while engaging my brain in something. I didn't have to look away from my weaving like if I was watching TV, but I was listening to a book. This one I think I'm just going to finish sitting out here on the deck. It's a lovely day, there's a nice breeze blowing, and just be quiet in my thoughts as I work on my weaving. So I'm going to leave you with that. Roger's song is coming up. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you find some ways to weave together new people into your life, maybe old people that you've lost track of, but to weave together in unity and love. Amen.
Weave us together. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one different from the other, but we are entwined with one another. One great tapestry, weave us together, weave us together, in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are different instruments playing our own melody, each one tuning to a different key, but we are all playing in harmony in one great symphony. Weave us together, weave us together, in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. A moment ago, we did not know unity, only diversity. Now the Christ in you greets the Christ in me, in one great family. Weave us together, weave us together, in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. Weave us together, weave us together, together